Hello, my lovelies. Hi, Virgo. This is going to be your 7-day spread. So the next 7 days from whenever you find this message, this is your reading. We're going to include charm casting at the end, so stick around for that. I ordered a bunch of new charms, so those aren't here yet. Once they get here, I'll incorporate those too. Are you being treated like the redheaded stepchild, a scapegoat, or problems with the family? We want to break those cycles. That's something really important. Own your own shit, but you don't have to own anybody else's shit that isn't your shit, okay? The graduate of the school of hard knocks, hard-headed and stubborn. Sometimes we gotta learn lessons the hard way, but hopefully eventually we learn that we don't want to do that, so we learn it more easy. And the trash took itself out. Toxic people and relationships, just say no. All right, I feel like you're learning a lot. Maybe it's about relationships, maybe love, family, whatever, but I feel like you're learning this so that you can get rid of all these toxic people in your life and say no to those things. I feel like in its place, you're going to welcome in some unconditional love. So giving and receiving of affection, falling in love, and being loved unconditionally. Love that for you. Somebody holds the key to your heart, so you could be welcoming in some love. I like that. I do feel like you or this other person might be spying. You might be watching each other. Maybe someone's gaslighting you because they're unable to express how they truly feel. Watch out for that. And all things happen in divine timing. So it could take a little bit more time. Maybe it's not quite the right time for these things to happen because you might be exiting something that's toxic. But I feel like in due time, the right person's coming in that holds the key to your heart. How cute. All right, what do we need to see for Virgo? You're not for everyone, so you might not be this person's cup of tea. Maybe this person that, you know, is no good for you, that's toxic, maybe that hasn't exited just yet. So embrace your weirdness and face your true north, right? Your true north is what's guiding you. It's your compass. And I feel like you're being guided away from toxicity and towards unconditional love. Earthed, and you are an earth sign. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Are you an alien starseed? You might be. I do feel like you are needing to really ground your energy. So do some things for yourself that help you to do that. Go touch the ground barefoot. Go hug a tree. Go sit outside in nature. And I promise you, it's going to do you a world of good. What else? I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So destiny is something that you're bound to do, right? You're here, it's your destiny, it's pre-planned. And then fated, fate can be like something that happens. Maybe it deviates you off course. I feel like you're remembering what you're here to do for your awakening. And star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Go star bathing, go lay out under the stars, go kind of collect that celestial energy is what Spirit's telling me. How funny. I feel like it's a peaceful activity that you can do. You're activating certain things through the crystalline grid, which is all about different points on the globe that activate certain things within us that we are here to do. So it's activating some of your purpose as well as healing your body. Interesting. Okay, Spirit, what's happening for Virgo? Maybe if we could shuffle the deck today. Let's try that. Okay, Virgo, what is going on? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus always apply to all the readings. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Virgo. What do we have? Ooh, some things are changing quickly. Balance, movement, relocation, travel, purchasing a vehicle. I feel like you're going forward and it's going to happen quickly, but you could be what's holding yourself back. So allow yourself to see things differently and set yourself free. You also have to plan or set some goals for the future so you can stand on your own 2 feet financially, and you can achieve those goals if you work hard. I do feel like you have love coming in. Someone might have a crush on you. However, I also feel like you're going to think this is too good to be true because you dealt with toxic, shitty people. It is legitimate. This person actually cares for you. So you decide, do you let them in? Do you create the balance? Contracts, negotiation. I also feel like somebody's tipping the scales in your favor. Balance, courts, contracts, and legalities, could be dealing with a Libra. I feel like justice goes in your favor. Gives you a whole fresh start, new beginning. It might lead to marriage. The Sun and Justice together would tell you that it's a contract, right? Marriage is a contract, but it starts a new beginning. Don't overthink it. I know you're protecting your heart, but lower your sword and let good opportunities in. One of those happens to be wealth and abundance, inheritance, lottery win, working really hard to build a legacy for you and your family. And I feel like you're coming into a lot of money. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. What more could you want, right? You have the Sun card out here as well. So I feel like you're going towards marriage and commitment. Maybe you have to sign a prenup or something crazy. Maybe your spouse is super powerful, important, and wealthy. Maybe you are. But I feel like you have all the happiness you could want, all the money that you could want, and you're going to just live life. So best reading of the week. Remember to heal what broke you so that you don't spill out all of the hurt onto somebody who didn't, okay? And by healing, it leads to your happiness. Any sort of deception is going to be found out. The toxic people are being removed, and that creates some massive change. So it might happen sudden or shockingly. These people that maybe tormented you or made you feel like shit are leaving your life, and Spirit's about to go, yeah, no, you've dealt with enough of that. Now it's time to actually enjoy things again. I feel like this week could be really an interesting turnaround for you. All right. We're using our general casting board today and some charms. So let's see. We don't count anything that falls off the board. Tell me what's happening for Virgo. Thank you. Virgo, what do we have? All right, we had 2 that came off the board. There we go. All right, in Fresh Start, we have the umbrella. So I feel like you're protected from like a rainy day, like you're protected somehow. Spirit's kind of cloaking you in protection. So that's interesting. In Success, you have the Tree of Life. So I feel like you're going to be generational wealthy. I feel like you're going to plant roots for success in your family. In Spirit, we do have the Butterflies. So you're going through some spiritual transformation, growth, ascension, all those beautiful things. Ancestors, there could be a rose that you find in your path. That might be a sign from an ancestor that they're connecting to you and communicating. We have in the Spirit Guides, we have kind, free, true, compassionate, peace, brave, strong, happy, and thankful. So your spirit guides are showing you all of these things as a gesture to tell you that they're with you. So they see you as kind, compassionate, peaceful, brave, strong, happy, thankful, and free. All right, we also have the crown. So your crown chakra could be being illuminated. Your spirit guides might be talking to you telepathically. So your crown chakra sits on top of your head like a crown. We also have the anchor. So I feel like you are anchoring into your spiritual path, your spiritual walk in life. I feel like this is offering you some stability and structure where maybe you didn't have that before. Someone could also be in the Navy or have something to do with boats or a ship, especially because we have the ship anchor. All right, so in the middle of spirit guides, work, caution, avoid it, and learning lessons, we have Saturn, which is currently retrograde. It is the planet of structure as well as karma. So I feel like you've paid your dues, right? And so if the last several years have been really difficult for you, Spirit says, okay, you've paid your karmic debt. Now we're going to allow you to enjoy some things in life. But you got to remember to pay it forward and do positive things. So avoid negative stuff. In work, I feel like things are turning around for the better, especially if you've been on the up and up. You're about to get rewarded for the positivity. We have trust. We have a tiny little tree here. So I feel like even though things might start out small, I feel like they're going to grow over time. So have trust that things are growing just like they need to. We have a camel in the spiritual box. So I feel like it's been kind of a drought for you, right? Like camels, they can drink gallons upon gallons of water and it sustains them through periods of lack or drought. And so I feel like you've been in kind of a spiritual drought. And so Spirit is encouraging you to kind of soak those things up, and it's going to hold you over in times of need. Interesting. In work, we have an angel. So I do feel like you have a guardian angel that's helping to assist you in work and finances. I feel like music could also be significant for you for work. Maybe that's what you do, is you create music of some kind. This looks like a cello or a bass, a violin, a stringed instrument might be significant to somebody. In learning lessons, we have the rabbit in the picture frame. I feel like there's some things that you're going to look back on and be like, I'm so glad I learned that, so I don't have to repeat that. It's going to change quickly. Rabbits are symbolic for fertility, quickness, movement, pregnancy. Maybe there's a pregnancy announcement. Maybe there's some baby pictures that are being taken, but I do feel like almost a snapshot of things that you've learned is coming to fruition. And we have graduation. It's not the end, it's the beginning. So in lessons learned, right? Learning lessons, we have graduated from something that was difficult, but it's not the end, it's the beginning, right? You mastered that, so now we're on to the next level. New challenges await. In hardships, we have the sun. So we're overcoming those hardships, right? We're coming out of the dark time and we're illuminating the things that needed to change. We learned the lesson, and now we're headed towards happiness and abundance. We also have the wolf. So I feel like you could be kind of a loner. You might be a lone wolf. So maybe love is something that's not on your radar. Maybe love created some hardships for you. And so I feel like that's going to change as well. We also have the Om, we have the chakra. So chanting could be significant. Maybe you say Om and all the different other chants to clear the chakras. I feel like you need to be really mindful of meditation practices and include those, right? It helps you to clear out any stuck negative energy. I feel like your crown and your throat chakra are drastically being altered for the better so that you can communicate and receive messages from spirit. Love that. All right, and friends, we have the little caduceus with a PA. So somebody might be friends with someone who works in the medical industry, doctors, nurses, whatever happens to resonate. In Old Flame, we have the notebook. You might find some old love letters or something from an old flame. I feel like some of them are just going to make you laugh, like, what did I ever see in this person? But I do feel like you're going to come across some sort of letter or notebook from an old flame. In the middle of career change, home, good luck, and repel, we have the twins. So maybe you are needing a change in career. I feel like you could be welcoming in new additions, plural. There's 2 here. So I feel like there could be twins that maybe somehow come to your home. That's a weird one, but there's some good luck coming, and we're repelling something. We're repelling negative energy because we have angels looking out for us. And in between family and self-care, we have the sloth. So maybe some things have been slow to change in your family or your self-care routine, but I feel like slow's better than never. So it might have been a slow start, but I feel like we are starting to make some improvements. Your family life's about to improve. Your work life's about to improve. Your love life's about to improve. Your financial blessings are improving. What more could you ask for? I feel like this is probably the best reading of the week. Enjoy it. You've worked really hard to overcome these challenges, and you've earned every second of the enjoyment. Have a great week.